Punks and skins. What do Nikolai Lenin, Francisco Franco, Napoleon Bonaparte, the Ayatollah Khomeini, Der Fuhrer, Nelson Mandela, Reverend Pastor Martin Niemöller, and to some degree Chairman Mao Zedong and General Charles de Gaulle? What do all of these political historical figures have in common? In a moment I shall tell you, but first and foremost, I must congratulate you. You made it. After 4 years of being in limbo, you now have an actual factual president in the White House, one who I am hoping you will at least give a marginal chance to approach undoing some of the colossal damage inflicted by the previous occupant. Said incumbent being, yet again, the topic herein and now during this editorial time slot. In embracing the life of an ex-president, once the golf course becomes something of a bore, eventually, inevitably, the agenda entails the writing of the book and the founding of the Presidential Library. Well, in the case of this failed incumbent, books and libraries are sadly malapropos, particularly in lieu of the fact that his supporters are by and large illiterate. But more to the point, all of this falls by the wayside when you consider that the agenda instead entails impeachment and impeachment trials, prosecution, followed by probable conviction and possible imprisonment. Now, you should know that the odds that this failed incumbent will see any kind of jail time are very slim. I know that you hope, you wish, you envision, you fantasize. I know how much you want to see that failed, miserable incumbent decked out in zebra-striped prison garb out there on the rock pile. I know. And the point at hand is, if you should get your wish, and this failed passing incumbent is in fact imprisoned, that brings us back to this list of historical figures, and the point which they all hold in common, which of course is that each and every one of them in his own way was met with exile. Banished, ostracized, imprisoned, in one way or another, cast out by their respective societies, only to make a triumphant return to their people and introduce a re-emergence, a revitalization of their causes celebre, their crusades, for better, or by and large, for worse, as history will recount. If this former incumbent is imprisoned, mark my words, that book will be written. And it will cover all of his struggles, all of the turmoil and travails that he suffered through, which led him up to this point in time, and everything which will go on to lead him in the future. And that book will be employed as a lightning rod to galvanize his supporters and followers to even more frenzied strata of zealous fanaticism and blind, unquestioning devotion, punks and skins, before this would-be self-fulfilling prophecy has a chance to devolve any further. Now, today, and in the days and weeks ahead, you will be able to see for yourselves, to watch, to listen, to observe. And when you detect any further historical parallels attempting to assert themselves, this time around you will be able to pounce when you know that the time is right.